the Miniforce! So, there's this new TV, well, not even a new TV show. This TV show actually has been out for a long while because, well, of course, I wish I could actually show the video, which, yeah, you get permission and all that crap, but I would just show the fact of the video within the video. But anyways, yeah, this is one guy. I forgot his name. I forgot who he is, but he showed lots of Power Ranger stuff, and then he showed a sword that I'm like, where the hell is that from? And it turns out that sword that I saw was from this show, Miniforce. Huh. So anyways, Miniforce actually is quite old, but has been adapted, and it looks very, very good, actually. And the only messed up part is the freaking dubbing, because it's most likely, of course, from Japanese, of course. And it's kind of crazy how looking at it, it's like the animation, effects and stuff. Huh. It's sad that they don't actually come up with their own stock stuff. They don't actually come up with their own effects and stuff. It's like their own spin to it. Instead, no, they use stock sounds and everything. The only messed up part for it is like, I wish Funimation would have got this. If Funimation or Saban's got it, then they most likely would be able to do it. And what's worse is that they're, it's like, they don't put any effort into it. They're like, ha! Huh. And I'm like, really? Is that the best you bastards can do? Are you serious? But that's all they have. That's all the freaking voice actors can do. And I'm like, wow. You guys have to get into your freaking damn roles if you want us to actually look at this. And oh, look at that. Well, I'm talking, I'm walking at it, I'm watching this right now, and I'm like, oh, they do have the keys that were in there. And yeah, the keys weren't explained, and I'm like, oh, I thought those keys were just something of, oh, they have to lock into this. They have to do like mini freaking trials and stuff to actually get those keys to unlock stuff. But no, it looks like they have the keys already. And it's 4 of them: red, blue, yellow, and pink. And the blue is the leader. Holy frick, the blue one is actually the main character. The red one is the wise one. The yellow one is whatever. And of course, the pink one is the girl of the group. And there's actually one more person, which is a bad guy. He's purple. And I was like, yeah, you guys are missing a color. Either pick black or pick green. Which character is it? And, well, purple, I guess. It's like he used to be a part of them, but it seems to me he's more of the 6th character. Or this might actually just be nothing but Dino Thunder, where they have 4. And then the 5th one is the Special Ranger. And they do call them Rangers in this. They do call them Rangers, and, well, it's on Netflix. Personally, I'm like, yeah, they're phoning it in and everything. You guys should have you should allow Funimation to handle this. You should allow Saban's to handle this. But of course, Saban's is like, I don't think they'll actually be willing to do it. And what's worse is the fact of, I think they actually need to redo stuff on this series if we're going to do it. Like, for instance, Miraculous! I watched that whole entire all those episodes, and I never once said, oh man, their dubbing sucks. Oh my gosh, man, they really need to work on it. It's like, no. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Whoever handled this series does not know what they're really doing. They don't know what they're really getting into. And they have no idea how to adapt. Like, for instance, if you have your character doing long sentences that you adapted from Japanese, and it's like she speaks for a little bit and then she quiets her mouth and then speaks a little bit more, it's like, well, you need to adapt yourself. You need to actually be loosey-goosey on stuff. Instead of like, you gotta wash yourself right now. It's like, go wash. That's all you had to say. Not go wash yourself right now, and she only just opened her mouth, closed her mouth, opened her mouth, closed her mouth. Yeah, you guys really need to work on that. Really need to work on that, buddy. Really need to work on that. So, besides that, these guys, they actually are little woodland critters, believe it or not. And these little woodland critters actually morph into these. And, of course, again, I have to talk about the fact of where they have morphing phrases, and that's bland. they have, when usually when there's like attack, yeah, they're like ready attack, and it's like, my gosh, man. I mean, Go Busters could actually have pulled that off. Go Busters pulled it off because, well, they all are just standing there and they're like attack, and it's like, yeah, they should have been in a ready position, and then they go fight. And like, yeah, I think that's what the real messed up part here. And they get to have their own Zords, and they're just Zords that are able to turn into mechanized. So their Zords are actually cars, believe it or not. You have a fast car, I think you have a construction vehicle, another car that's a girly one, and a fire engine. Hmm. And as for the bad guy right here, the fifth ranger, it turns out he's able to turn big and form his own robot, form his own Zord, like Megazord and stuff. Sadly, that's coined, but oh well, whatever. Forget. Right now, it seems like a very good show. I mean, it is. It's just that it's really rough around the edges. It really is. And what's kind of worse is the fact of they're able to fit all this into a 10-minute episode. Yeah, they have just 10-minute episodes. Oh boy. Ooh, freaking ooh. Uh, this actually, it proves that this is a good one. This is a good series. But all you gotta freaking do. Oh wait, it looks like that the freaking Fifth Ranger doesn't turn into his Zord. Instead, he's able to make stuff bigger, which I guess chances are he might have his own Zord, or heck, he could actually be like Tommy, where he actually just controls his Zord all by himself. Either way, it's kind of crazy that this show also does what Go Busters do, which Go Busters, I mean, Go Sagers did. Go Sagers actually had the Rangers living in with someone. They're living with someone. And that's what they're doing in this one, is that they're actually living with a girl and her brother, her little brother. No idea about their parents, and is no idea if she actually knows that they're, yeah, heroes. It's kind of funny. It's like they have no idea at all. Kind of like what happened with Ghost Ages too. It's like the kid knew, but the dad wasn't. Dad didn't know until the like mid season, where their in quotation Zordon possessed him. Yeah, he used him as a conduit to actually talk to the Rangers one final time before just disappearing, and then he eventually turned into the Megazord. Yeah, I mean, Ghost Sagers is very, very cool. And for people who are asking, Ghost Sagers turned into Power Rangers Megaforce, and sadly, Ghost Sagers beat them, even though I didn't like Ghost Sagers, but Super Power Rangers Megaforce made me actually like it. So, yeah, good job in your part, Sabans. You did a great job making sure I liked them and not you. Good job. Anyways, Miniforce. It's a crazy freaking one. It kind of reminds me a little bit about Sonic. It does, because they're supposed to save freaking woodland critters and stuff, and yeah. So, oh yeah, and also have a bad guy right here in them. It turns out that they're small. It's like, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like you would figure the little munchkins, the little freaking woodland critters turn into human size, but no. I mean, considering looking at the Fifth Ranger here, well, technically evil guy here, going talking to the main bad guy, he's actually very, very small. He's actually action figure size. It's very crazy. So, watch it, don't watch it. I think it's pretty interesting, but when it comes to the whole, when they talk, it doesn't really match with what they're saying at times, because they're shoving in words. That's where I'm like, yeah, I can't condone you watching this. What they need to do is get whoever did this and tell them, hey, we're making it for English and everyone else around the world. And hopefully it'll be like, oh yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. And then they most likely will help, and they get the dub. They get the dub part. They they work on it so it actually helps their speak better, and hopefully they'll actually add some more motions and stuff, making it very cool. But for right now, I would say it's close to being actually a recommendation. It's very close to being one, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it.